man of your city. I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get that they know different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. And none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get that they know different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
Yeah. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new be alert. Don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over, over.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jesse James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Miles Jack able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Hines on a toss play. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Over!
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard!
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. A handoff to Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gone!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Penny. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, look at...
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Laquan Treadwell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going the other way. That is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. 36.
This is Hines. Shifts free at the 15. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Over! Check 50.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And he missed it. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point count. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, Darnold flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Penny, a first down carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Penny. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Here's Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And an alley to run. .31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Back to 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now here we go on 4th. Darnold, he's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and a 1st down conversion. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, it's Fournette, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Fournette, a first down carry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Running left, it's Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Over!
They'll drop the throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch him now, Barney!
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
He wasn't ready! He wasn't ready!
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Over!
The pitch to Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Titans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Now, Barney!
A handoff, Fournette running left. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Lucky 56. Hot.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out come the Titans now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Darnold now to throw. Rolling to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw left side complete to QT. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess a question for me, where do four-down territory begin, possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's... through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, Barney.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Check the heartbeat. Get him.
Darnold from the gun. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Darnold to throw again. Flush to his right, and he fires one incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air again, Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Darnold out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Hot!
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. The Titans try it.